Hello, you all. This is Great Lake Sports. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I like to come back to baseball. So, this is what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm not going to show my face today, mostly because I'm tired. But let's get right into it. I do not have much time, so let's go. So, the first topic is MLB expansion. See that right there? Plus 2 teams. Honestly, it's been talking about it a lot recently, mostly Nashville and the Portland Diamond Project. So that's pretty cool. I want to see what the expansion fees would be for a team a couple of years down the way. I know right now I believe it's 5 billion, so that's quite a lot. That's child's play for not an individual owner, although now there are a lot of those, but for someone like Stan Kroenke, who could sell his stake in a different MLB team and get a new one, or the owners of the Arizona Coyotes, if they decide to go a different sport, they could. But I want you to rethink baseball in a different way. I want you to rethink the farm levels. So as you can see, the MLB currently has 5: AAA, AA, High A, Class A, and Rookie. I am offering you 4 new ones: S-tier baseball, which is pretty much AAA, Quadruple A, which is in between, High AA, to take care of that weird imbalance in the middle. It kind of gets overcrowded at the top, very top up here, the very bottom in rookie level, as we'll talk about later, and in the middle, exactly in the middle, which is why we have 2 different levels of Class A ball right now. So these kind of levels are designed in a way to relieve the stress of most prospects, because I don't want, say, independent signings being stuck not being able to play ball because there's no room on those rosters. Plus, this allows MLB teams to go even more international across the entire world, even more countries, advances scouting, and makes the top level of baseball more competitive. As you can see, S-tier baseball, 32 teams, Quadruple A, 32 teams, to take into account 32 teams in the MLB. Now, this is obviously subject to change with our 6th topic, more expansions, which we will talk about later. But the main idea of this is just to relieve the pressure of prospects in the farm systems and to promote more international growth. So there are 288 MILB teams now across 9 different levels, which averages out at 32. Now, teams can have 2 teams in AA, High AA, and regular AA, or they can have none at all. They can go S, Quadruple A, Triple A, High A, Rookie, and B tier rather, would mostly be for the showcase MLB Draft League. However, we will talk about that again later. So relieving stress on these prospects, of course, helps them kind of focus more on their own personal development. Obviously, it's a lot. As you can see, that's a lot of levels to go through if you start all the way down in rookie, maybe even a 10th level, sub-rookie, or international level would be helpful. Honestly, even although I kind of messed up. Writing that pretty quick. Winter leagues, rookie winter leagues would also help alleviate the stress and help personal development for these players. And for the most part, I think this is a good idea. This gives them more time to develop and become a better product when they get to the top leagues. And as much as I'd like for that to happen, a Paul Skeens isn't going to happen every single year or multiple times a year or even every 5 years. You're not going to get unicorns every single time, even if they're first overall. We're not Mike Trouts. Most of us are going to be Eddie's Leonard or someone, even if you're kind of higher echelon first overall pick, you're going to be a Spencer Torkelson or a Casey Mize. I say that from experience being a Tigers fan. So, yeah, that's why I want the change in the farm level. Now 3 and 4 kind of would be a relegation system where the champions of all 4 of these leagues, the AAPB, the Atlantic, the Frontier, and the Pioneer, all 4 champions play in a 4-team championship. Champ. I am sucking at whatever. Sucking at writing right now. But they would play at a 4-team championship. Maybe it would be series, maybe it would be double elimination, whatever. That's what they would do to fight for those last 2 promoted spots. Honestly, it would just be kind of like these 2 teams versus these 2 teams, and then the winner of these 2 would go up, or what have you not. So the reason we want these teams is to have kind of an alleviation of a team like the 2025 Colorado Rockies, who started 9-50 before winning 2 straight games against the Miami Marlins to go 11-50. Now they're playing to get that 12th win right now. However, the Miami Marlins might have other plans to make them go 11-51 at 41 games under 500, 62 games in. I digress. But this would automatically make the Colorado Rockies exempt from that dumb draft rule where they cannot win the first overall pick and are stuck under anti-tanking regulations under the current CBA. All of this would cause a new CBA to go into effect, and probably not immediately. Obviously, this plan isn't a right-away thing, but it could happen. And for the most part, I enjoy these teams. Personally, I'm a big Frontier fan from my friend, and I like the New York Boulders, and I was a fan of the Empire State Grays, which started 0-68. That was my introduction to the Frontier League. Pioneer League, I've seen a few games, it's all right. Another option would be independent leagues, like the Pecos League, United Shore, which I've personally been to a game of, and the Empire League. Now, these are in question. Of course, I put the long question mark because what do we do with those? Not much. I don't want to add them into these because these are partner leagues already and they are technically affiliated. These are not. And for sure, these 2 will not be. Showcase is, but it's the MLB Draft League, and that would go into this kind of area, right? So not that. These 2, unlikely. Maybe the Pecos League could go into here. You could have 5. You could have them fight for the top 2. That would make more sense. But what's the purpose of all of it? The purpose to me is that it would add a specific complexity to the MLB that they have not already done yet. Well, for the most part in North American sports as well. We don't see it in basketball. We don't see it in hockey. We don't see it in football. Football doesn't even have a minor league, but they do have independent foreign leagues like the German Football League and the European Football League. There's also the Canadian Football League and the United Football League. There's a lot of football. But I digress. I want the MLB, as complex as it already is, to have some more strategic thought put into it. I'm not talking about the actual gameplay. I'm talking about the structure of the sport itself now. That's hard to do. And that begs this question. Would you do more expansions than this? My answer, wait it out. Let's see how this works. And let's see what this does to baseball. Will it be better or worse? My thought, obviously, because I created this idea, is better. But I could be dead wrong. And I hope I'm not. Well, this is Great Lakes Sports. I am back. I want you all to rethink baseball.